Or my back hurt. Hold on. The internet switch up problem. What's this about? Tell me, NFG. Come on, talk to me.
Content creator, there's a couple of things you have to accept off the bat with no objections. As a content creator, there's a couple of things you have to accept off the bat with no objections. For anyone watching me aspiring to be one, go ahead and write this down. Class is in session. Starting off with nothing and having people comment you fell off even though you literally just started. Having people find old photos of you that you didn't even have yourself. I still don't know who found this photo of me, but whoever did. You. And one day having the chance of waking up and going from the most beloved person in the world to people saying you're the worst person to ever make content on the planet. So yeah, today we're talking about a problem on the internet that I've been seeing grow every single year, which is what we call switching up. On Urban Dictionary, it's defined as when a person suddenly changes their behavior towards you for the worst, but it can also go the other way and happens too. Usually though, it tends to be someone's built up in a positive light, then gets everything torn down. And the person doesn't have to necessarily do anything cancelable. Nowadays, what tends to happen is a couple of people will make some TikToks or have some viral tweets, and people's minds change to snap. An example of someone I can think off the top of my head that it's happening to right now is Kai's a creator that people on the internet ever since he blew up either loved or hated. Like, you go on Twitter and every day they're having a divisive debate about something he did on stream. It's to the point where people are making memes saying he was sent by the CIA. There was an argument on Twitter like a year ago over a picture he took with Northwest at her birthday party. For context, this is the picture that started.
Bro, this shit was so stupid, bro. The Kai's hate is so dumb. Niggas dead ass hate just to hate. And one of the niggas I know that hate just to hate, his name is Tyler Mooney. That nigga hates on Kai Cenat for no reason. Like he wasn't in these Your Rage and Bruce Off Moss streams watching Kai Cenat and be like, yeah, Kai, get him, get him. Like, bro, you number one switch up for whatever reason. You like being with the masses, and then he acts like he the contrarian ever. He want to try to be the contrarian ever, and nigga, you're swayed by the masses. Cause what is the problem with Kai Cenat that you have? There is no reason for niggas to be hating on Kai Cenat. No justifiable reason.
She was invited to her birthday party with all her friends there and their parents because she said he's her favorite streamer. And somebody decided to tweet, so this not weird to y'all, which got over 200k likes in a day and 37 million
That shit
views.
was so stupid.
Then people started debating if it was weird or not. They might be right. Maybe he is an agent sent from the CIA, because why the f was this even a conversation? She wasn't rage baiting or anything. She was 100% serious.
She was for real.
I think it's more weird that she thought it was some type of sexual thing. It shows what kind of weird mind she has. Recently on TikTok, people have been hating on Kai for a couple of reasons. One of them is saying he fakes his reactions and doesn't genuinely do them. And they're putting up clips of him reacting to things where they think he's faking it.
Yo, I'm not. I'm gonna be in shape by December.
What the flavor?
Like, there's so many of these clips being posted, I've never seen some like this. And what I think is happening right now to Kai is the switch up. There was always people that didn't like Kai on the internet, but now everyone's coming out the woodworks to say they don't. A couple people made some vids saying he's faking reactions, and now everyone is saying it. Even though these reactions have been out for years, just because of those TikToks, every reaction he's ever done is getting dug up. My whole take on the faking reactions thing is some of the clips do look pretty crazy. Like, it definitely looks like he was amping it up for stream or the clip. But to me, that's really it. Like, the way people are talking on TikTok, you would think his whole lifestyle was completely fake and a facade and he had a humanity stylist. Finally, the downfall of Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat, mass unfollowing suit. All he does is shout. And I know some people are gonna say to me, huh, Tommy, you're clearly sucking up to him just to get into Streamer University. And you'd be right. Kai Cenat, please save me.
Kai Cenat, please save me.
My family's starving. My mom is kind of homeless. I need to get in. Nah, but on the real, I gain no benefits from saying that. Like, I don't need anything from Kai Cenat. And I'm not saying he's the most perfect human being and doesn't deserve any criticism. You got people just saying it as a joke, but then you deadass got who think he's like the worst person in the world all of a sudden. The main reasons these switch-ups annoy me is because people will swear they always hated the person and they were always waiting for it to happen.
I'm saying!
I've been stopped watching Kai for real. I always knew he was saying. Y'all just found that out. Meanwhile, that person was watching his stream like a couple of days ago.
I'm saying, Tyler Mooney.
Like clockwork. They do this for everyone getting hate. And I know this because
I've had this before.
All it takes is like one or two comments hating to gain some traction, then everyone's replying all of a sudden like they're He's saying they always knew it. And people are already starting to switch up back to liking him. Because ever since his Streamer University applications came out, people have been basically begging to get in. I guarantee some of the people commenting that they were preying on his downfall probably applied for that. Like, I've never seen a switch up from love to hate to love so fast in my life. It only took a couple of days.
Switched,
There's a girl that literally cried just applying for it.
God is so good. I just finished my application for Streamer University. And even if I don't get in, y'all, I'm just so happy.
You know what? I think that's enough of the CIA today. Let's move on to the next person. Another person that was a victim of the internet switching up is Pat God. If you don't know Pat God, he's basically this guy who goes into Discord to troll people.
Because his switch out was justifiable. Because he lost all his aura in that Your Age shit. When he tried to cook Your Age and that shit didn't work, oh my god, he lost all his aura.
Then he quote unquote, holy f***, the history books are gonna skip our generation, hacks them. Basically roast them talking like Eminem and Rap God until they can't say anything. And I never really watched him, but apparently a lot of people used to like him. He does have over 5 million subs. But now they're clowning him and saying, no way we used to watch this.
I gotta
figure out where I'm gonna make my living.
Hold on.
It just shows me how fast the internet can change their opinions on someone. What I think is happening with him is a lot of his fan base is just growing up and looking back at his videos as cringe. Because I was already a grown ass when he was
I wasn't watching
sat
it.
down to watch one of his
But
videos.
I've seen
people just got tired of the gimmick. I mean, it's not like he could just do it for a lifetime. I'm imagining him at 40 years old trying to do this and getting laughed at by people online saying he's way too old. Because of this switch up though, I wouldn't be surprised if his views started to slowly drop. Another crazy thing to me I haven't seen someone talk about as of yet is the clip pages and how some of them get paid to literally spread fake news. I'm sure most of y'all know, but anytime you see a streamer clip or just a content creator clip, it's usually by a clip page, which is just accounts run by people who post streamer or content creator clips about things they did. And when you're looking at one of those clips, have you ever seen a steak logo or another gambling company logo? The reason why allegedly, and yes, I'm saying allegedly because steak is a multi-billion-dollar company. I'm in no damn position to face any lawsuit. Like, I'm not the hero y'all think I am, okay? But you can check online for yourself of what I'm talking about and judge for yourself. Is that a lot of these pages post these clips, then lead people to their bio where they have their steak affiliate link. And every time someone uses it, they get a commission of whatever the person bets. Sometimes they're sneaky with it too and say to DM them just so they don't get caught and send the link like that. And on Twitter, these pages get community noted all the time because it's against the terms of service to do it. But nothing happens because they don't give a Elon made the company lose 80% value in 3 years. They needed everybody to stay on Twitter so these pages can post these clips with no consequences. And technically it's also copyright because you're posting someone else's clip for profit without their permission. Some people would say it's promoting the streamer for free, so who really cares at the end of the day? And usually that's true. Like, streamers or creators don't care a lot of times because it's free publicity. A lot of these pages are the reason why people like Speed and Kai blew up. Of course, I'm not speaking for every creator, but for me personally, I wouldn't care. Like, if people want to post me on TikTok or Twitter and make some bans, hey, go ahead, bro. The problem comes in though when these pages maliciously post content for views and completely lie. Things. Like on TikTok, the amount this happens is absurd. And since everyone has a short attention span on there, nobody wants to go to full context and go directly into the comments. These pages will blatantly cut a core piece of the clip, then just make up some and spread it. For example, this clip I found out about AMP saying that Phantom explains why Kai Cenat had him removed from AMP.
I hear Kai going off. I don't know what's going on though. I'm screaming. It sounds like he screaming at somebody. It sounds different. Like, it don't sound the same. I walk downstairs. I see Kai just going off. I'm like, what's going on? Went downstairs. It was up. I ain't had to hear too much.
But it turns out this whole clip is a complete other scenario and has nothing to do with that. It takes 2 seconds of research to see the YouTube video he posted of him talking about how someone broke into their house. And because no one fact-checked on TikTok, it somehow got 21k likes in a day. We really allergic to fact-checking in our generation. These pages get so scummy, there's absolutely no low they won't reach. Like a couple of months ago, one of these pages tried to false accuse I'm Dante of being a groomer. Most of my audience should know
that
Dante,
shit was so
if you don't,
stupid.
he's one of the biggest music reactors for almost a decade. And
that shit generally pissed me the
he's always a guy who just stays to himself and doesn't cause any drama. Then one day, randomly, one of these pages posted a legend text he had with a 6.
That was dumb shit. That was dumb shit. Cause this fucking page did it to like 50 different streamers. It hit like 50 different niggas. All black niggas, by the way. All niggas. All niggas. 50 different niggas out. All 50 different niggas got some accusations or some random shit. Like, nigga, what? Shit's so weird.
And in real time, you could see the allegations get immediately put down. Because the girl in the video he posted was talking about someone else. But of course you had people immediately not checking anything and hitting him with the, man, y'all just found out Dante's weird. I bet stop watching it. I truly think people have become so bored online, they will get happy when someone who's done nothing is getting hate. And I really think this problem's gonna keep getting worse. As more misinformation is being spread online, and as AI becomes so advanced we can't even recognize it, I don't even want to imagine what the internet is gonna look like in 5 years. I think eventually these pages are gonna learn when someone with enough money comes around and sues them. Because this is an easy slam dunk in court of defamation. And the internet is so hive-minded, all of these switch-ups could change in an instant. I guarantee a month from now, people are probably gonna go back to glazing Kai. And for Pat God, yeah, I don't know, he might be cooked. I'm not gonna lie, the way they making fun of him, his whole fan base might be gone.
No, please don't hurt me. I'll call you know who.
Who are you gonna call, buddy?
Pat God, humble him. Pat God, humble him.
Yeah, go ahead, kill him.
Anyways, to wrap it up, it's inevitable that people get switched up on in the internet. My whole point of this video isn't to say you can't change your mind on someone you watch or used to. The only thing I think is annoying is the people who just hop on a bandwagon for someone getting hate and start glazing them again when they're getting love. Let me know what y'all think about it though. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Good video, bro. I was fire arrows. Oh my god. Hold on, we gotta watch this too. We gotta watch this. This looks fire. Hold on.
As a man, according to the internet's new rules, you officially get categorized as 2 groups nowadays. You're either Group A.
Don't forget, I'm invincible.
Or you're either Group B.
Matcha!
Guys, on 3, we're gonna take a boomerang. We're gonna shake our mouths, okay?
Yes, sir. I'll be in the boomerangs.
And I speak for all men when I say we only classify as these and it's impossible to fit another category. Anyways, y'all, the talk of the interweb for the past couple of years has been that men are getting quote-unquote soft. But it's been really ramping up from last year to now when people have been talking more about it. And the majority of the time, the main people saying this are men online, obviously. Whether it just be a comment on a post, an alpha male podcaster saying humanity is falling because of it. But another category of people that I also haven't seen mentioned that say it too is women online. I always have to say this because people are sped. Not all women are like that and say men need to be more manly and less sassy online. But usually the people I see mentioned that say it are the alpha gurus and male podcasters. And I don't usually see women mentioned in the conversation about it. They have another name for it too. They call it the quote-unquote sassy man apocalypse. And how it works is it'll be a man posting something on TikTok of them doing a more feminine-like activity. Could be something like doing Pilates. And before someone's like, huh, well, Tommy, those are perfectly normal activities that any gender can— Shut up! Calm your ass down. This ain't a Twitter comment section. We all know anyone can do these activities. Like, I don't have to explain when I say a feminine activity. And whenever a man posts him doing one of these activities, you'll at least get a couple of people in the comments saying, why is he acting so zesty or sassy? And it don't even gotta be something crazy for real. Like, a man could record himself and be drinking matcha in the video. And you'll have some people in the comments like, yo, bro, that's a little zesty. Why are you getting matcha and not pure black coffee? What am I gonna do with all these sassy men around? Like, why are you drinking the girly drinks? As a man on the internet, if you post you doing something like that, you really won't win. If you post you doing something slightly perceived as a feminine thing, you'll get hate from men and women. And I think this whole thing stems from older generations. Since Gen Z and before was raised by older generations that usually followed the traditional ways, a lot of us have carried these ways to our adulthoods. And you can pick out the good and bad between the things that we were taught compared to now. I'm not here to be a therapist and get get everyone's perspective on how that lifestyle has affected them for good or bad. There's traditional things that work for some people and some don't. Simple as that. But there's definitely things we can all universally agree on that they were low-key tripping over as men back in the day. Looking back at it, I couldn't live as a man like 20 to 30 years ago. Because you had to be boring as and fit in or your ass was gonna get flamed. A good example is like wearing pink. Back then, would not dare to touch.
Gang. My grandfather will walk in my room now and again, and he'll see this pink jacket. He'll see this pink jacket I have hanging up right here. And he'll go, "You're such a strange dude, bro." Nigga. What is strange about my pink? This shit fire. Look at this shit. Look at this. What is strange? You see, this the shit, bro. This the shit. Nigga will see me have pink on and be like, "You're strange." Gang, you're strange. What's up? Why you got beef with pink? Why you beefing with the color pink? This the shit, bro.
Your ass was gonna get flamed. A good example is like wearing pink. Back then, would not dare to touch the color pink because they knew if they did, they would probably get roasted by their friends or their family would think they're zesty. Shoot, up until my elementary school years, we still had that mindset. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't really change. And even something like skincare. Bro, you couldn't even take care of your skin without a potentially giving you the gay allegations. Men low-key lived like cavemen back then. A lot of the fashion we wear too nowadays, they would think is zesty back then. You couldn't even put that on without getting the allegations. Like, it was just crazy. And I think the good thing about our generation is we're saying basic like, you can actually dress good and wash your face can happen without you getting the zesty allegations.
Yeah, sir.
Or
We making progress.
made fun of by your friends. But clearly some people are still entrenched into that old mindset. You got people like FitX Fearless, who I'm sure some of y'all have heard of, but if you don't know, he's another one of those alpha gurus who has his own course on how to become rich and handsome. And people actually pay to get advice on how to improve their looks from him.
Like these girls, they want Duke Dennis, they don't want me. It's not fair.
Oh, shut the hell up.
They want the jewelry, rich guy. They want everything. They don't want a regular Joe.
He built himself. Ain't nobody gave that dude shit. He built himself. You motherfucker get every dude at the finish line and be like, "Oh, why do women want him?" Because he tried.
And he's one of those people I feel like that holds a traditional mindset from the past completely. Because he's always complaining about the new generation and the styles people are rocking now. Like, he just hates any man that wears something baggy and thinks it looks childish. And he has multiple videos of him saying it makes you look homeless and dumb.
I'm gonna keep telling y'all dress like little kids. I don't care what anybody say, bro. The classy man is always the best looking man. Nobody could beat that guy. I don't give a damn what you say, bro. I don't give a damn about no new trends, this baggy clothes bullshit that you idiots think look cool. You don't look like a man. I don't give a damn what you think. Stop wearing baggy clothes. They make you look homeless. The losers on the internet want you to believe that a guy who dressed classy, a guy who wears fitted clothes, something is wrong with him. Not the guy who looks homeless and wears baggy clothes that is quote unquote comfortable. The problem with this is you don't command respect with your image.
I'm sorry, bro, but I'm not trying to look like the Rock from the 90s every time I step out the house.
Right,
or dress like I'm going to a wedding every day. Some occasions deserve the fitted clothes and some deserve the baggy clothes. That's all it is. Because fashion has always been the one thing that's progressed and changed depending on its time. So why would you want to stay one style forever without trying different things? If people treated fashion like his thinking forever, then we'd still be wearing those 1800s outfits. This is the type of thinking older generations still have, though. Like, he low-key gives me the vibes of what a woman in her 50s would dream as their one-night stand. Universally with fashion, though, I think we've all been way more open to changing up things in our generation. I mean, in 2017, we're dressing like this, and we realized, alright, we gotta change this up. But then you go out actually putting that on, and you're gonna have some older family member side-eyeing you, thinking you might swing the other way because you wanted to dress nice. A thing you'll hear some women say online is the phrase, "men used to go to war." And it's used as an insult online, usually when it's a man doing something perceived more feminine. When I say perceived more feminine too, it really doesn't even have to be that. It could just be him doing something fun. It's to the point where some of them will literally record random men in public to make fun of them for it.
Man used to go to war. Nigga can't work! Nigga can't work! No. Nigga can't do no work. Nigga can't work. Nigga can't take pictures. No, bro. This shit has to stop. This has to stop, bro. He can't do his homework. He can't take pictures. He's supposed to just fail his classes. Niggas can't have fun. The fuck?
Like, all bro did in the first video was drink a frappe he bought with his hard-earned money. And all they did in the other was take a picture at a staircase. And by the way, there's a more than 100% chance men built those stairs. So I'd be damned as a man if I can't take pictures of something I build. I'll take a million pictures if I want to. The whole men used to go to war thing doesn't make sense to me because, for one, millions of men still do go to war all over the world. Like, do you not read the news or something? There's about a war started every week nowadays. And for the men at war in the past, do you think they actually wanted to be there? Men had zero choice but to be in the war. They would literally draft your name out of a hat and you had to be in the field. Or your ass was getting sent to prison to eternally be a named Bubba's prison wife. Also, there's a lot of countries where men around the world are still required to be in the military. Like in South Korea, BTS had to stop for a while because some of the members had to do their mandatory military service. And this type of president to me probably isn't the best thing to set, because if y'all really do want it to go back to men fighting in wars and stuff, as a man, as soon as you turn 18, you're getting sent on your way to serve your duties. Then be prepared as a woman. If you don't cook for your husband one day, you and the children got a 50% chance of getting beat that night. Because that's what the older generations of men did. Like, I really don't think you want to be in that generation. And then you go in the comment sections of these videos and it's women saying things like, men are so princessy now, or so many princesses. I also get confused by this too, because isn't it mainly women saying men need to be more tapped in their emotions? Like, for decades, the complaint has always been that men are so emotionless and never like to express themselves. And that definitely is true a lot of times. You try to talk to any man over 60 about mental health or therapy and they go, mental health? My mental health was working 128-hour work weeks at 10 years old and walking 5 miles to school after and then walking 5 miles back to finish the day. Then going on my grandpa's boat and fishing 5 fish a day for the entire family to eat. Mental health is something you made up after the 2000s. That was my impression of a blue-collar worker. Then when men nowadays actually try to express themselves, we're sassy and princesses? This just shows me that a lot of y'all saying this will say one thing online, then act completely different when it comes to actual situations. Now, I obviously don't think all the women saying men used to go to war are serious and they're just joking, but it's one of those things where it's so many people saying it, everyone can't be joking about it. I didn't realize this until I grew up, but in our generation, there's still a ton of women that want to live that more traditional lifestyle. Because all you would see on ads and online for years, it was all about independence for women and living that lifestyle. Which, if it works for you, that's amazing, you know, I don't got no complaints. But then as I grew up and would ask the women around in my life what they wanted for the future, you know, when I became college age and everybody's trying to figure out what they want to do with their life, I would hear a surprising amount of them saying the more traditional thing. And maybe working a side job just so they're not bored. Nothing wrong with that either. Should I know in the future for me, I'm gonna provide the best I can for whoever I'm with. As long as the relationship is healthy, it really shouldn't concern anyone. Then a couple of years ago, that thing blew up on TikTok called Trad Wives, where it's pretty much women talking about their traditional lifestyle and what they live like. Can this lifestyle turn into a toxic thing? Yes. But that's why you have to have a group of good people around you to tell you when it may be turning into that. You know, it can turn real quick from happily married with kids and living your dream lifestyle to you overcooking the chicken one day and getting RKO'd on the dining room table. I think there is a correlation of this type of lifestyle starting to trend more and more, and you know, men getting called sassy and zesty and online. You know, this is just my view, but I wasn't really seeing this ramp up like this until recently. People be forgetting there's a large amount of women who also have the traditional mindset of thinking too. Anyways, to wrap everything up, as a man, you shouldn't be crashing out and angry over your girl asking you if you want to get a pedicure with her, and be worried you're gonna get perceived as sassy online if people see it. Maybe it's just the name. If they called it a manly feet cleaning, I wonder if more men would be open to doing it. Like, it's fine to take care of your skin and make sure you're looking right. And you can do all this while also doing the traditional, more manly stuff. Like locking in with the gym and lifting and providing for whoever you're with in life. I could just never take it serious if another person is trying to call me sassy online because of something. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys.
Tommy NFG, you got compy vids, bro. This compy vids. I like these. Them some nice vids, bro.